Alright everyone, 307 back here to talk a little bit about the M417 Recon rifle. This is the first available unlocked rifle from close quarters download content. It's the first unlocked assignment and for the Recon class. And yes, that is a holographic sight you see on a sniper rifle. I'm sure plenty of people have an opinion about that, but I'll get back to the reasoning of why I'm using that here in a little bit. First of all, I want to just go into a little bit of the stats of the gun. The most noticeable thing right off the bat that you will notice is it has a 21 round clip, whereas most of the other semi-autos and some of the bolt actions have 11 rounds. So that's something to note, and that comes in handy in a urban warfare, aggressive sniper style play, which, like I said, I'll get into a little bit more. But anyways, a little bit about the numbers of the gun. It's a faster, one of the faster rounds per minute guns that there is. It's similar to, say, the SKS. It's at 295 rounds per minute, but it's pretty adapted that way. It's a rather slow firing bullet. It's only 450 meters a second, you know, so if you're used to, like, say, an M98, that's a bolt action, I realize, but the M98's at like 650 rounds, and that's very noticeable, like when you get to start shooting at people on the run, like when they're running left to right or right to left in front of you, perpendicular to you. You'll notice you really have to lead them, and that's something you have to get used to. And just this gun is, I just don't feel it's made for long range engagements. It's more of a kind of an urban warfare aggressive sniper style. You're really not going to be able to sit on a hill and take people out at 200 plus yards with this rifle. I mean, I'm sure you can, but it's going to take a lot of practice and probably a lot of frustration when there's a lot better rifles to be doing that kind of sniping. And I would just digress to say this is probably not really a sniper rifle. It'd be more of what would be classified as a sharpshooter, you know, somebody that runs with a squad, whereas most of your assault weapons and of course your LMGs are meant for suppression, believe it or not. Even your assault rifles, they, in real life, and that's a whole other subject as far as how much this game mimics real life, but anyways, in real life your assault rifles are meant to suppress a target, and of course your LMGs are as well. And a lot of times the squads and soldiers in the field will have what's called a sharpshooter, and they would more than likely have a rifle like this. You know, pretty much the SKS is the Soviet version of this rifle. But anyways, back to some of its stats. Like many of the rifles, at 15 meters it's doing 50% damage, up to 15 meters, and then up to 70 meters it's doing 37.5% damage after 70 meters, I guess. And so that's similar to like the SKS. Well, no, the SKS is very different. It's similar to like the MK11, but the SKS at 15 meters is like 43% damage, and at or over 60 meters is 27%. So a lot of the bullet spread and recoil stats are similar to the SKS, but you got the larger clip and you got a little bit better range with this as far as your percent damage done at range. And this gun, I really do feel, is going to be under an under 200 meter range type of gun. So a lot of people say that's not sniping. I would agree. It's more of a sharpshooting type of engaging gun. So that's why I have the holographic sight on there. It's perfect for just short to medium range engagements with an automatic like this. I tried the ACOG, and with this gun's recoil, it just recoiled a little bit much to get back on target in a reasonable amount of time. That's another thing to think about with this gun, the recoil on it. You can't be spamming the fire button too fast or you're just going to miss. In some of this footage you may have noticed that, and I'm still learning that with this gun, is that you got to let the gun come back and rest before you fire your next round. And that takes a lot of self-discipline. I realize that. I'm not saying I have it down, but I do realize that is what makes this gun fire much more accurately. And right now I think I'm around 23% accuracy with this gun, and I've got somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,300 kills with it. So the point is, I'm still learning that, but I have seen that that's what needs to be done, and in a lot of close quarters situations that's hard to do, and I realize that. But this gun is, because it's fast fire rate and it's high damage at close range, it does fairly well with the hip shooting. I have been happy with that, and that's why I can use this in like a team deathmatch setting with this type of scope, and I actually put a silencer on it. Silencer is kind of more my gameplay, because I don't like people to know I'm there until I'm hitting them. So with the silencer, it takes them a little bit longer to figure out where you're coming from. Of course, in team deathmatch, you all know the maps are not that big, so the silencer is very effective. And another thing, you do not need a big scope in team deathmatch. It's one of my pet peeves to see these guys with 6 to 12 power scopes in team deathmatch. They're just limiting their reaction time with a sniper rifle, as far as I'm concerned. But anyways, I'm getting back to this rifle and its capabilities. It's very good at what you're seeing me do here in this video. Short range, multiple targets. Once again, it's silenced. I have the holographic sight to be able to switch and find targets quickly. So in that respect, it does a very good job, and that's what I think this rifle was meant for. So a lot of people say in certain ways it sucks. Well, when you're sitting on a hilltop and trying to do 300 to 500 yard shots or 300 yard plus, it's not going to be the rifle meant for that. I mean, there's other rifles that are meant for that. So, and I think even I haven't really got into the next unlocked sniper rifle, the J&G 90. I haven't unlocked. I just been enjoying this gun for now. And but anyways, it's probably more adept at those long range engagements. So that's just something to keep in mind. Hope you enjoyed the video, and appreciate any comments or likes or subscriptions. For now, I'll signing out, and we'll talk at you later. Thank you.